Alrighty, mic check, mic check. Let's go ahead and get on in here. And howdy, y'all. This is Weszor, and welcome back to another stream. Decided to take a little bit chill today. You know, I mentioned this at the end of Final Fantasy 2, but just taking a day since we've kind of sorry, just adjusting my mic. Since we've kind of shotgunned the first two Final Fantasies, just take a day every now and then to play something a little bit different, switch it up a little bit. I'm always trying to find new games to play and whatnot. So today I figured, you know what, I haven't done my dailies and all of that here in Genshin. So I figured, why not go ahead and hop in here and play a little bit of this. I mentioned it a little bit before, but I really haven't done a whole lot in Genshin. Most of what I did was early in the game, like basically release day. And stopped playing right around the time Klee came out or so. So I only recently picked it up maybe last week or so, and having a lot of fun with it. There's so much story and stuff to get caught up on that there's definitely a lot of content here that we can kind of come in and enjoy. They've got the Chasm event going on right now, so lots to do. And yeah, just figured just kind of come in here maybe an hour or two till I get bored of it and just to hang out for a little while. But I hope you guys are having a good middle of your week. I spent most of my Tuesday watching the Holomyth off collab and the surprise Hakos Bales. Really happy about that. Bay is one of my favorite VTubers out there, so really kind of nice to see them all getting together out of just absolutely nowhere. But yeah, I just logged in, so I haven't really done anything yet. Let's see. It took a little bit of time to get back into what exactly the systems and all of that were for the game, but I'm feeling pretty good with it. I think I'm world rank 4 or something like that right now. I don't really know anything about team comps or like what artifacts are best for everyone and so on and so forth. So I'm not super worried about it. I mean, I'm not doing a ton of like super hard content. I figure, just collect some of my favorite characters, and as long as I'm still beating stuff with them, then that's all I'm gonna worry about, right? So not really looking for help or anything like that at the moment. Maybe if I do start getting to some of that in-game stuff, but at the moment I'm not even into Act 2 yet. I still need to unlock the whole new continent and all of that good stuff, so a long way to go. We might work on that a little bit today. I'm trying to get to Inazuma or whatever it's called. I can't remember the exact name of it, but I'd like to get there, open up some new stuff for the house, if nothing else. I'm really liking the little resident, the Serenity Pot, as it's called. Really nice system. I think the building aspect of it is pretty easy to understand, pretty enjoyable. So I've had a lot of fun with that. That wasn't there when I stopped playing originally, so that's all kind of new. Got to get that leveled up. I'll probably hop in there after I get done with the commissions for today. But yeah, don't really have any other major plans or anything like that for the stream. Just kind of hang out and see where the game takes us. A couple other things for later this week. Obviously going to start FF3 at some point, probably tomorrow, or who knows, I might even do it later tonight. I've been kind of itching to play it. I do still need to create the thumbnails and all of that for it, and it doesn't take too long, but switching over to each new Final Fantasy game does take a little bit longer. And then just kind of changing the title number for each one, so just bear with me a little bit on that. It'll start sooner than later. And then the big one is going to be on the 1st. It's going to be a very, very early stream, but we have the live letter for 6.2. So that is going to be 4 a.m. Pacific, very, very early in the morning, but I will be doing a watch along of it. I'm going to try and do my best to get onto some kind of schedule. Jade Parcels, yes, we'll go ahead and give them one. Good thing that I do craft a lot of food, so I have all of this stuff ready to go. Yeah, that would have been a pretty difficult one. Jade parcels, if I remember right, are not easy to make. I'm glad I had those ready to go. But yeah, so we'll be doing the live watch along. I usually start my live letter watch alongs about 30 minutes ahead of time. I might do it a little bit shorter this time, maybe, I don't know, 15 or so. But we will be doing that and watching along to all of the new stuff that they are releasing with the new patch. I'm pretty excited about it. More than likely, the first one is going to be pretty heavily focused on the story. I don't know how much they're going to reveal about island sanctuaries and all of that, but it's been such a hyped part of the next patch that I have to imagine they'll mention it some way or another. But they could end up saving it for the live letter part 2, since they are doing this one in 2 parts, which means we will probably get a late July, early August release. But either way, going to be pretty excited. More than likely have the first story trailer, which I'm pretty excited about. Usually for the story-focused stuff, they will release the trailer for those. So look forward to that. And I'll have the clipped reactions and all of that up at some point. They have recently changed how I make my clips when I go to edit here on YouTube, so I'm still trying to figure out the system. It doesn't automatically create a new video like it used to, so it might take me a little bit longer than normal to get the clip out. But yeah, we'll have a clip reaction to the trailer if they do decide to release it. But that's really the big thing for this week. Very big, exciting news, and Final Fantasy related, of course, but finally getting back into a little bit more 14 content. You know, I'm kind of mad. I haven't played it a whole lot recently, just because aside from logging in to do my tribe quest, there's not a whole lot to do, and I accidentally missed out on a week of the custom deliveries. So everyone's showing off their nice Amelia Ants costumes, and I've still got a week to go on that. So unfortunately, not a whole lot to show off in that regard. But that's okay. You know, content's always going to be there. I don't have to rush it, I guess. I was just very disappointed in myself. I've already been trying to figure out what glam I want to put her in. But one in the snow area. This could be kind of tricky. I haven't done a whole lot in the snow area quite yet. I've got a few quests in here. I got a... Oh, it's just a time limit one. That wouldn't be too bad. Got to clear out 2 more of the crystals. It's I don't know, it's kind of a janky system. I'm not a huge fan of the snow area. I feel like the chasm is a little bit easier to just kind of hop in and do, and not have to worry about a whole lot of stuff going on at the same time. So yeah, haven't really done a whole lot beyond unlocking that part for this area. Not a huge priority for me at the moment. I know there's a couple good quests here that can give some primo gems that I might do at some point. But we'll just have to take that as it comes, really. You know, thankfully these are pretty easy. You'll probably get one of the there you go. Go ahead and get that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this team. Covers a lot of ground. I know they're probably not, other than Zhonling, I think she's considered pretty high tier. But the others are just kind of like okay. They're not bad, not great, from what I understand. But like I said, I've never really had any issues completing any content, so I'm just kind of doing what I can. You know, with this game and really with any gacha, you're kind of stuck with whatever you get. For from your roles. I'd really like Ningguang. I know she's probably not the best of the Earth types, but I'm not a huge fan of Ito quite yet. Maybe once I get to his story stuff, I'll like him a little bit more, but haven't really rolled on his banner yet. I'm trying to stock up instead. And wait for a banner that I actually want the main characters on. I was really mad I missed Yelan, and apparently she's really good too. And I really don't have any water types either, and apparently water types are completely broken right now. So yeah, I'm really sad I didn't get her from her banner, but yeah, that's gotcha, I guess. And I didn't really have a whole lot stocked up in terms of rolls, so I couldn't do a bunch of 10 rolls or anything like that, as much as I wanted to. Don't have the money to actually plop down and try and actually whale a bit. And who knows? Maybe that's in the streaming future. We'll see. We'll see how the channel grows. I'm glad to see from some of the comments that people are really enjoying the Final Fantasy streams. Like I said, it's just something I've been planning for a while, and just being a huge JRPG fan growing up, it's been nice to actually get into it and have some fun. And looking forward to doing quite a bit more with y'all. But of course, there's always going to be, you know, more 14 content coming up in the future, and so on and so forth. We're just kind of playing around and experimenting, seeing what people want to watch, what type of content you guys want to see. I did get a little bit done with the yeah, I'll go ahead and go into the Serenity Pot. Show you guys my house. I did get a little bit more done with my pixel art stuff. It's not the way I wanted to do it. I was originally trying to make the whole opening screen in just one giant screen, and that is really not the way to do it. So I'm taking all of the individual assets that I was going to put in it and kind of doing them one by one, and then just porting them over, resizing, and all of that. But yeah, I got a little bit done on it, so expect that at some point. I don't, like I said, I don't have a set time or anything like that for getting those kind of things done. I've still got to make the music. I haven't even started recording the music for it, but there will be a new loading screen eventually. Yeah, this is my little place. It's all, you know, basic stuff for now, just what I've been able to afford as of yet. There's a couple buildings, and yeah, I kind of like the Far East style. A lot of the Liyue buildings. I wasn't a big fan of the Inazuma stuff. I think that's the name of the next area that I have to go to. We'll see here. Rome Depot. Blueprint Furnishings. What's it called? Yeah, Inazuma. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's more like industrial. Not really my thing. If it was more like Cyberpunk, sure. But I don't think that would really fit in the game all that well. So yeah, I've been going mostly Liyue stuff. Inside doesn't have a whole lot of furnishings yet. I'm still kind of like building a bedroom in there, and just kind of getting pieces when I can. You know, went a little bit out of the way to try and get the orchestrion stuff, the euphonium unbound items, so I can change the music a little bit. Let's see. In fact, I want to do that right now. What did I have? That's my inside track. There you go. Yeah, it's supposed to be just kind of a chill little place. And yeah, if anyone ever wants to come join, by all means, you're more than welcome to. Let's see what I can buy. What do I want to start adding to the old list? Problem is, a lot of the items that I bought so far, I haven't unlocked Inazuma yet, so I can't get to the trees to actually use them. Not doing a whole lot as far as like gardening or anything like that. So yeah, it's just been mostly basic stuff and some lanterns. I could use here's what I needed. I wanted some entryway stuff. Try and start building up on that. Get to the clouds. I don't know if I want that or the perimeter archway. I'm making enough money now that I'm not super concerned about not being able to afford some of this stuff. You just have to actually get through and build it. I don't really use a whole lot of the instant finish stuff. You know, I log in maybe once a day just to do the dailies and whatnot, so I haven't really... I'm just kind of taking it as it comes, letting my little money pot grow little by little. But if this becomes something that I end up streaming a little bit more, I'm not opposed to adding a little bit and trying to get a little bit more done in the construction of this little quaint home. I don't have any like streets. I'd really like a pathway. What do we have here? I feel like a lot of that stuff I don't have I can't get unlocked quite yet. Is that what some of this stuff is? Yeah, like you've got these foundations of stone. Like, is that supposed to be the pathway? I feel like that's probably what it is. I could probably buy a little bit of that. I'd kind of like more of almost like a garden path, like a wood path. I don't know if they really have that option. Let's see. I don't really see one. Let's build some more beds and some interior plants. Let's see, there's most of your outdoor stuff. Yeah, so I think these are more like your pathways. So I think, yeah, we can go ahead and start working on some of these pieces. I'll save 290 for later. Learn, and learn. Now the other question is, what can I actually build? I don't know how much of this I actually have available. Man, that takes a lot of white stone. I'm glad the chasm opened up because it's a really nice place to get some of this. You know, I do the daily commission expedition stuff to try and get a little bit of it built, but it's not super fast. I like building the pathway first would be the way to go. And I'll go ahead and build a perimeter. Oh, wait. So I'm almost a trust rank 4 though. That won't take too much longer. Let's see, what do I even get? Get a new house, new building, fragrance on the open road, and some primo gems. Nice. So I mean, for just starting last week, I feel like I'm doing all right. I'm slowly getting it built up. What all did I even just complete? I think I finished a couple lamps. Did I get an outdoor lamp? What is that? Leeway Shop citywide favorite. Yeah, I'll put you back here in the very back. There you go. And then, yeah, I guess I didn't build any lampposts. Maybe those are inside lamps. Yeah, I did build that hearth, so we'll go ahead and go in and place that. Every little bit counts. Try and get up to, what is the next one? Queen size, I think. Small furnishing. I got the hearth here. Oh, I don't really think that counts as small, but all right. This back here. I have a feeling that like there's a lot of people designing pretty similar to how mine's going at the moment, just because of what we have available more than anything. There we go. Yeah, I'm really surprised that's not considered a large furnishing. Small decor now. Cool. All right, so I think it looks pretty good. You know, I really need some more of the decorations more than anything. I'm kind of sad that I can't like go into a lot of these buildings. Like, you can put them down, but, like, I'm not sure what the purpose is other than just kind of creating your own little town. I am hoping once the other plateaus open up that it increases the amount that I can place. Like, right now I'm limited to 200. What is nice, though, is that's based off of types. So I guess, like, I have, like, 6 of these trees down. I'm assuming that that doesn't count as, like, 6 different items, 6 different types. It's just one type, and I can kind of place as many of them as I want. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I really like it. I feel it's starting to feel like home. It's feeling comfy. It's a very, very good builder. And apparently there's a few ways you can kind of glitch it, similar to Final Fantasy, so you can kind of put stuff where they shouldn't be. I haven't really delved into a whole lot of that quite yet. It just it tricks the server ticks, and yeah, times it out in terms of not being able to lay something down, so it makes it nice and easy to kind of glitch a few items here and there. Yeah, I'm gonna move that back here. Kind of like it in that area instead. You know, then I can have like a nice pathway going up this way. Have that nice arch right here at like the entry to my little city of sorts. My little resort. Yeah, I like it a lot. And how much did that increase my stuff? Probably not much at all. So I need 6,000. I'm at 5690, so I'll get there pretty soon.
If you ever have it.
All right. The only downside is, like, it's kind of hard to get in and out of the Serenity pot. Like, you have to place it down each time. I don't know if there's, like, a way you can hotbind it or anything like that. I don't know. Like I said, haven't really done a ton of research into a lot of it. So here we are. So I'm in Chapter 1, Act 4, and I haven't done the prologue yet to Chapter 2. Or Act 2, or I don't know. What they consider it. I've still got some story quests and stuff that I can work on. Just exploding population. Okay. I kind of want to do the involuntary sacrifice, but yeah, we've got some treasure hoarders that are causing some trouble, so I got to go and figure out what's going on with them. They're like way over here. Could always stand to do a domain or something like that too. I'm a little behind on my like catch-up materials. I level up items. Everyone's fairly leveled. Like I said, I'm feeling pretty good for adventure level 4. Like most of my enemies are like 58 to 62-ish, and yeah, most of my guys are like 57 or so. 53 for Chong, and I think he's one of the lower ones right now. Baido's at 54, and then Zhongling, of course, at 57. I guess I can spend a little bit to get them leveled up some more. Probably Jean. You know, she's my healer, so I've been trying to keep her at least even with everyone else. It's mostly just like who's my favorites so far, and that's how I decide. And then the big books I can kind of spread around. I just try and keep them as even as possible. Chong'in probably needs the most love though. Here we go. Get them back up, and then yeah, when it comes to weapons, I'm kind of stuck because I need to get some more ascension materials, or I don't know if I've got enough items to actually go to an alchemy table and craft some of it, but yeah, a little bit behind. I really don't know like what the best weapon is for everyone, or you know what their best artifacts are, or really anything like that. Like I said, I'm not super concerned with it. Still don't even know how to break those crystals, if I even can. Call of the Abyss. Let's go ahead and start it. Just jump on in. Required elements, I've got the ice, so that's good. Follow the treasure orders. Most of these haven't been too bad.
There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins.
The voice acting has been something. Some of the voices don't quite match their characters. But, you know, at least Paimon's always good. I guess being the main voice for most of the game, it's important to have Paimon be pretty interactive. But I like Paimon. Yeah, Zhongli's voice was really kind of a trip the first time I heard him. Yeah, I just finished with all of that stuff a couple days ago, so I heard him for a good while. Here we go. Cool. Yeah, as you can see, I mean, they might be taking me a little bit longer than they need to, but nothing's like really a threat, so I'm not super concerned. I can actually burn some of that. No, that's hardwood. Got it. Yeah, most of my playstyle just kind of going through and doing quests. I don't really do as much with the domains and whatnot, even though I probably should. Gotta watch out for these bubbles. Okay. Chest. Here we go. I feel like, you know, for most of my gachas that I play, that's kind of how it is. Azure Lane's kind of the same way. Just log in, do my dailies, and just let them kind of auto attack for a bit. If I have to do something manually, I usually hold off until it's old content. You know, Azure Lane, I haven't even touched chapter 14 yet. I think I'm in chapter 13, and it's not too bad. I could probably put some of it on auto at some of this point. But, alright, what's going on here? These treasure hoarders. Yeah, with this game, it's just kind of do what I can actually do for right now. But yeah, I do want to try getting to Inazuma sooner than later. It seems like it's going to be really cool.
This looks like a person. Could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? Is he praying to something? That's...
Statue of the Seven?
Why is the Statue of the Seven hanging upside down? And the statue's hands... Paimon remembers they're normally holding an orb, right? But this statue is holding... What is that? Paimon has a really bad feeling about this.
Well, Inazuma is the Electro land, isn't it?
Hasn't moved an inch.
With Raiden Shogun. At least that's what I remember from the story.
Are you okay, mister?
That's probably the biggest problem with coming back after so long is I don't really remember a whole lot as far as what all is actually going on.
Paimon doesn't feel so good. Let's get out of...
Something's happening.
We can't stay here. Quick, run!
Run. Oh. Alright. Flee the ruins, so I don't have a boss or anything to fight, I guess. Yeah, I need to hang back over here. I kind of forgot about that. This isn't the first time I've seen that happen in these ruins. There you go. Wait for my stam to come back. I need to get a little bit better about actually using my items. I mostly just use them as kind of a stopgap in certain cases, or if I know I'm gonna have to climb like a really tall mountain. Okay, here we go. This looks like a boss.
You cannot spy on the secrets of the abyss. You have come here. You have seen our secrets. For this, you must pay the price. As a herald, I will mete out your punishment.
An Abyss Herald?
Yeah, we just we met Dainsleif, and he's yeah, he's searching for these guys.
A couple of pests that stumbled in here by mistake. So, you are with Dainsleif, that constant annoyance in our affairs. Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere for a long time. There is nothing you can do to change the tide. The Abyss is unstoppable.
All right, let's do this.
I've never seen it before. Careful, please don't get cocky.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I'm not concerned. Paimon, don't worry.
Go as one. Your turn.
Don't know if they'll have a couple phases like the end of chapter 3 did, but I think with Jean here healing everyone up, we'll be all right. She can pump out some numbers when she wants.
Fourth, my blade.
Nice and spicy.
There we go. Yeah, Electro seems pretty nice. I've had a lot of fun with the overload combo. Oh,
One with my blade.
Barbados.
okay. Yeah. Base change.
This power, it seems familiar. I see. So it's you. You are the one.
It's me.
In that case, I shall stay here no longer.
Okay, well, that works too.
What a tough battle. Are you okay? Oh, such a strong enemy. Who knew the Abyss Order had monsters this powerful among them? Huh? What is it? What are you thinking about? Oh, right, yeah. We're near the exit now. Let's get out of this scary place before something even more dangerous shows up.
Okay, Paimon. Yeah, I really don't remember a whole lot. I got really confused in Liyue.
A little sooner than I had.
Had tried to remember like who the Qixing were and all of that. But once it caught up and it got to new stuff, it was pretty cool with the J Chamber and all of that.
Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, I have never seen such a thing during my time fighting the Abyss. Though I have had my suspicions.
Haven't we seen an upside down statue of the Seven like in chapter 1 before?
So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyssal power, and then?
Like maybe at the end of Act 2?
The exit, and Abyss Herald suddenly appeared and blocked our way. We fought a big battle with that thing. Maybe it hasn't gotten too far yet.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up to it.
Let's go! A rare opportunity? With Dane helping out, maybe we'll be able to solve more mysteries about the Abyss.
Okay. Hey. So now we've got some more quests. Perfect. This order monster uses dark power to... Okay. Some of its attack increase the cooldown of character skills. Got it. Sat at the top of the mountain. Ooh, I can go unlock that, though. I've got enough. I've got enough keys. Might as well. Anything that helps me get my primos. Ooh, and that's, like, nice and convenient, too. I feel like most of my statues are, like, level 8 or 9. Somewhere around there. They're not super high up, but I can at least get the insta-heal. It's pretty nice. Alright.
What a pleasant surprise.
And a bunch of stuff that I don't even really use. Where's the other one? Oh, it's just like down there in the middle. I don't think I have a way to get to it, though. Yeah, that's not going to be nearly enough. And I could switch over to Venti, I guess. I don't really want to, though. It's just switching characters in your party is kind of a pain because it has to, like, save and reload everything.
A touch of frost. From whence you came.
Same with these guys. I really... Maybe Venti wouldn't be a bad idea, just because of the bow. It's nice to have a caster around, I think.
Swift and merciful.
Some kind of ranged. That's the one thing I'm really lacking. And I do have other ranged. I can put in Lisa, I guess, or Amber. But they're so under-leveled. And I don't know, their playstyle just really doesn't fit me all that well. Okay, I've already done all of that. I can go kill one of those bosses, maybe. I have enough to buy a wish. Yeah, I've got enough to buy another fate. Start saving up as much as possible. Accidentally used a whole bunch of star glitter on an intertwined fate, which I didn't mean to use. I was hoping to save it up for when these change over. See if maybe it would be a character that I wanted. Alright, look for traces of the Abyss Order. Let's go. Where at? Oh, there. Way over there. The Ruin Guard, huh? Oh, he's water. He won't be dead.
One with my blade.
Booba, get them!
Wish I could rearrange my keybinds a little bit better, though.
Spirit blade.
Not super happy when I'm trying to do more complex motions. It's not quite as smooth as it is on in an MMO. Moving around and stuff. There we go. There we go. Whenever he decides to land there we go.
A touch of frost.
Get everyone topped off. It'll come back fast enough. I'm not concerned. Rather have the healing for now.
Those abyss mages just now. Were they trying to ambush us?
No. I think we ambushed them, Paimon.
They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking for something of value.
Oh, is that so? The traveler here seems to like doing that a lot too.
Yeah, it's a habit.
For chaos devices, chaos circuits, you know, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't be searching for such ordinary objects.
Oh, okay, so
In
I'm
fact,
literally going for
I was
garbage.
nearby investigating precisely because abyss mages often come out from that ruin to explore. They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object to take back to the ruins. However, they look disappointed, so it would seem they haven't found it yet.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters of the abyss, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the entire Abyss Order. One cannot discover the truth behind it through interrogation, or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Okay.
Getting goosebumps thinking about all this.
All right, we shouldn't waste too much time here. Let's continue our search.
Alright, where to now? Where are we going? Alright, just follow the path. I can do that. And get some wood while we're here. I need to keep remembering to stock up. Not only because like every area we're going to has something a little bit different, but they really choose through some of those materials when you're building furnishings. You know, 6 doesn't seem like all that much until you realize you've been farming trees for like 20 minutes and still only have like 60. And some cooking stuff. I could probably do that at some point, replenish my stock. Problem is I don't really know how much actually is going to use sand bear wood. Most of what I need is actually, I think, pine at this point, which is all. I mean, it's pretty easy to find if I go up to the Frosty Mountain area. Okay. Can't get in there. Go around. Already got that unlocked. I mean, does this one on the ground do anything? Hey, it does. Nice.
Unexpected, but welcome.
Cool. I'll take that. No idea how to get that up there. Oh, this one's already got a something up. I don't know what the hell that is.
From whence you came.
Now, if I could even get it from the ground. Guess we'll find out. Gotta hate mages. They're annoying. I mean, they don't really do a whole lot.
To ashes.
Yeah, so we'll kill this bubble mage first because he's the one causing me trouble.
Curb your fury.
Nice and spicy.
Ooh, thing hurts.
Spirit blade. Attack.
Get that. Perfect timing. There we go. I think we should be good to go after this. Maybe take out some of these little guys. Just get them out of the way.
Forth, my blade. After all.
And then I can focus on the big guy. Ooh. Killed me in one shot. Problem is, I don't really know a whole lot about his moveset. I've only fought a couple of them before. And give him a burger. Who doesn't like a good burger?
Nice and spicy.
Is he caught on the tree? I mean, that works. I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, see, I wasn't even paying attention to him. I mean, he does a lot of damage if I'm not looking at him, but he has, like, no health.
Eyes on me.
Where the hell is he? Okay. Come on, get down. And I guess I just have to, like, wait. I can't get to him. I mean, do I have to switch to someone that actually can, like, do something?
Curb your fury.
Like, I don't know what to do with these things. I don't see the shrine anywhere. Yeah, like, what am I supposed to do here? Am I gonna have to switch over to Venti? Like, that's gonna be really annoying if I am. There we go. Yeah, that face lasts way too long.
Wow. Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often a bunch of Ruin Guards roaming around too. Is that just a coincidence? Or...
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of seeds planted long ago. Just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just some needless musings. The connection
Okay.
between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means incidental. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
branches? Roots? What do you mean exactly?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago.
Okay.
Conria.
I don't remember Conria. If it was mentioned before, it's been so long that...
Huh? Conria? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the destruction of that nation? Oh. Speaking of Conria, that's really a super ancient name.
Don't say so, Paimon.
As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation of Conria was...
Yeah, I forgot that Paimon, like, joined us after we came in. Like, they didn't come with us through the opening cutscene.
You
They're
were
native
still
here, yeah.
living there. But that nation was destroyed 500 years ago.
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, so I shall not pry into yours. But if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Conria you saw, what was it like?
The Sea of Flames. I really don't remember any of that at all.
That's the complete story, huh?
Might need to look at some YouTube videos for the
Yeah, I know
opening
that
cutscenes.
first.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your brother from within that meteorite.
It seems your brother woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your brother told you that the destruction of Conria plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Tevat?
So, I'm just confused with the timeline. So, Cainria was only 500 years ago, which means, like, all of the seven gods, and especially Zhongli, like, he was here when they were around.
The
You would have thought that maybe, I don't know,
said that?
maybe they would have brought that up at some point. I don't know. I'm just a little confused.
That destruction you witnessed, that's history from 500 years ago. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
Huh. So your brother must have understood this world better than you did, because he woke up first.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path, so you couldn't escape.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Conria. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Tevat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended Conria. Am I right?
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure these past few months. Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around Mondstadt and Lille, but you told Paimon they were useless. So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria so you could find your brother? Oh, yeah. You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go to find a nation that was destroyed 500 years ago?
I mean, we know two of this. This is, I don't know. Overall, I really like this story, but it just seems like a big, like we know two of the seven at this point. Like, why not just ask? They would know.
I probably know more about Canria than both of you. Canria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin with. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization. It was the pride of humankind.
A nation without a god?
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed by gods.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Canria. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
All right, Venti, you got some splaining to do.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to know as we continue our search.
Yeah, overall, I mean, I am liking this story, don't get me wrong. It's definitely a bit different. You know, I'm mostly skipping like side quests and stuff, but I am trying to pay attention for a lot of the other things. You know, the main story especially. But I mean, it's just so much content, and it's honestly kind of impressive that it's all free. You know, you don't really expect that out of a gacha game, that you're getting this much from it. But it is very good. It really does feel a lot like, you know, a non-multiplayer MMO. There we go. Get over here. Nice. Is there a, not sure what all that's supposed to awaken. Is there another one of the little rocks over here, maybe? You would think so. I don't know how I'm supposed to keep it long enough to get to that second one over there. Yeah, it's so far away. And they disappear pretty fast. Like, what, 20 seconds or something like that? Maybe? It's not a huge deal. I mean, I don't necessarily need what's in there. It's just another chest, really, but... it'd be nice. It'd be nice to have something like that. Try and collect as much as I can. I'm sure it's more primos. Yeah, with how much can be spent as a part of the gacha, yeah. It's really impressive, because I really haven't spent hardly any money on it at all. I just don't have the money to spend on it. And in terms of gacha, I mean, it's definitely... the rates are definitely some of the harshest that I've seen. But they're forgiving enough with, you know, giving you a couple decent characters to get you started. So it doesn't feel like you're losing a whole lot. But yeah, the rates are definitely not Azure Lane. Azure Lane definitely has some of the best rates I think I've ever seen. Well, yeah, I don't think I can get up there in time. Not right now. It's not super important anyways. Just a chest, I think. But, yeah, I mean, I like my team. There's a couple gaps that I would like to fill. Yeah, I was mentioning earlier, I'm really mad that I didn't get Yelan. I started rolling too late. I didn't come back to the game fast enough to really get a whole lot of chances with her, and I could really use a nice water character. And for what I've been reading, she's apparently really strong. I have Noelle for Earth, but I could really use another Earth character. I want Ningguang, even though I know she's probably not the best. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Ito. I did his little intro, and I don't know, something about the playstyle just doesn't fit. But those are really the two gaps that I really need to fill.
Over there! It's more ruin guards and abyss mages. Dane was
Hmm.
just saying how these ancient machines are from Conria. So, did Conria have a lot of ruins that needed to be guarded?
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500 years ago. These Ruin Guards were known as field tillers by the people of Conria.
Field tillers?
Okay.
What a
Where
strange
have we
name.
where have we seen farm bots before? There you go. Yeah, trying to build a perfect team is really the intoxicating part. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know if any of these characters are like considered very good. And I'm sure there's ways I could like min-max certain things, but the way I see it, like I'm still so early in the game because I haven't even unlocked chapter 2 at this point. I mean, that's what we're going
It's not
through.
like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name.
Ah, okay.
People of Conria like to get
Taking me
code
back
names
to
their
Westfall
weapons.
there for a second. But the way I see it,
Land is
like,
not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought
I'm
for with
steel and blood. Hmm.
This is how the Field Tiller came about.
Yeah, the way I'm seeing it, I'm beating all of the content that I want to beat. So I mean, I could min max and stuff, but you know, until I'm really running into a wall, you know, why bother? Yeah, I'll just roll when I get enough stuff to roll and see a character I want to roll for and try and do my best. But you know, there's just so many systems for me to try and keep track of that it's kind of difficult for me. You know, trying to keep track of leveling the characters, ascending the characters, sending and leveling the weapons and the artifacts. Like it's just too much for me for a game that I only really, you know, log in once a day.
Steel and blood. Well, that's an interesting
Yeah.
way of understanding tilling. Paimon doesn't think it's a very positive interpretation.
Yeah, right. As long as I can, yeah, it's nice. I don't have to spend 110k on this game.
After the destruction of Conria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Tevat, perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time. They found their way to various ruins across the land, where they lie dormant.
Hmm.
That sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose. So destroy them all.
Okay. If you say so. Here we go. I need to.
This spells the
Oh
end.
god. I started with almost no health. That's okay. I'll get him back up, heal up a bit. Bad time to just throw me into content into combat, man. Let's see. Let's just get everyone topped off. Once I switch over to Gene, it'll be all right.
Wind, hear me.
There we go. Much better, much better. All right. I'll take down the mage just because they're really annoying. Healed up while I can. But yeah, I mean, most gachas, and I don't play a ton of gacha. Most of them are just, you know, waifu collectors for me. I'm very much a collecting type of player. You know, this whole channel got started because of collectibles and WoW way back in the day, so that's kind of where I'm at. I like finding the weird stuff and maxing out everything I can in terms of characters. Yeah, this game just has so much content that I don't even think that even as a collector I could really keep track of it all. I don't know, like, you know, what the best weapon is for this character and all of that. I'm just like, oh, well, this has good stats. Let's just throw that on there. There we go. Oh man, that really sucks. You lost access.
Huh? This abyss mages.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do if I lost access to some of these accounts.
Could it be a communication of some kind?
That would definitely kill my, yeah, kill any progress.
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. But why would an Abyss Mage be carrying it? Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it. Is that the script of Conria?
Engulf the faith of the enemy in flame.
Oh yeah, of course he can read it.
Glory to His Highness the Prince.
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of Fate, initial operation. They, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this fate-weaving operation. So, Dane, what message does this talisman...
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation. But some parts are difficult to understand.
My usual time. Honestly, man, I really don't keep a schedule. I usually just like, if nothing weird is going on, yeah, I'm usually up overnights. But you know, the Final Fantasy streams, I have been trying to do more afternoon because it's kind of a bigger thing.
The first phase of the plan is related to Osai.
Okay.
Overlord of the Vortex.
So the water beast that we fought.
Overlord of the Vortex? You mean
That
god
god,
in the ocean?
yeah. Yeah, it's true. We weren't able to destroy it. We just kind of stopped it.
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror incident. Though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this one.
So the plot thickens. But yeah, I'm gonna be, you know, I kind of bounce around. That's why I always say, you know, follow the Twitter, or at least subscribe to the channel, because I do try putting up notices at least an hour ahead of time. I mentioned it at the very beginning of the stream, but this week's going to be, we're going to have a lot more stuff going on. You know, I'm going to be starting FF3. I don't know when, if it'll be, you know, I guess it's technically Wednesday already, if it'll be later today or tomorrow. The big thing is, if you play Final Fantasy 14 at all, they are going to be doing their live letter, and I am going to be doing a live watch along. That's at like 6 o'clock in the morning, so that'll be, I got to figure out what I'm doing for it, but it's been a while since I've done a live watch along with their live letters, and you know, 14 is my main game, so it is something that I try keeping up to date with everyone on. So yeah, it'll be kind of all over the place this week. I am excited to start FF3 though, so that'll be a lot of fun. It'll probably be more like morning afternoon stream for that, so more people can catch it. But yeah, I don't want to wait too long to get started on it because I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with the FF playthroughs. Yeah, how for the live letter. Yeah, it's something for sure. At the time, I don't know, 6 o'clock in the morning right now is really when I've been going to sleep. If that tells you anything. It's weird, like I'll stay up for 16, 17 hours and then I need about 10 hours of sleep to really be fully rested. And obviously that there's only 24 hours in the day. So it keeps getting pushed back a little bit every day. But yeah, you know, the FF streams are always the big things. And especially with it being 6.2, and I'm really excited for everything they've got going on with it. So yeah, and I'll be doing some more FF streams. You know, aside from FF3, you know, I'm trying to break it up every now and then just so it's not all the complete FF playthrough. I mean, I've always been kind of a variety streamer and I want to play different things, but right now I'm kind of in the middle of Ina's Elden Ring arc, where it's just, you know, I kind of want to play other things, but I'm just going to default to this. That's kind of where I'm at. So yeah, but with 14, that offers an opportunity to kind of break up the complete Final Fantasy playthrough a little bit, because aside from being my main game, there's a lot of content coming out. The 5th is going to be the the 24-hour maintenance for the data center travel, so I'll finally be able to play with a lot of the people in the big Discord that I'm in. So I'll be able to play a little bit on Primal. Crystal's my main, so most of the time you see me doing actual like Savage content and stuff, it's usually on Crystal. But being able to switch over to Primal's gonna have some opportunity for me that I didn't have before to maybe actually finish a Savage tier for once. So it'll be nice. No, it's all good. I mean, I like talking with chat, and especially about Final Fantasy stuff.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher and higher. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile, just as they did to Valen?
No. From the contents of the
One step
talisman, this
further.
operation goes one step further. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely transform
So they
Osile's
can
body.
transform a god's body. All right.
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
I like that Paimon even knows the word cybernetic. But no, I like talking, so by all means, bounce around, ask questions. That's what we're here for. It's just kind of a nice hangout stream, you know?
Though of course, the accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Kanria. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human civilization quite persistently. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osile's limbs to construct a mechanized god.
No, this got dark.
And the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first field tiller.
So they're searching for the OG, huh?
The eye of the very first field tiller? Oh, Paimon gets it! All those Abyss mages are looking for the special eye, right?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with that eerie statue of the Seven we saw, right?
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled statue, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to...
I mean, why can't we just destroy the statue, I wonder? Topple the Divine Thrones.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this plan. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult
Go,
to track down anyway.
I mean, he's in my party.
Cathedral first.
Well, I can get him in my party. Why don't we just do that? Go to the cathedral first. All right.
Nothing. Let's get moving.
All right. Yeah, Savage. Man, I was having a lot of fun doing tea and all of that with the static, but I mean, it wasn't vibing, and after 3 months without a lot of progress, they weren't as good as I was hoping. You know, they were all nice guys, I guess, but it was taking way too long. So I ended up bouncing from them. I mean, it was saying a lot with my static that we were completing P3S and P2S more on our own, just in Party Finder, than we were as a group. So I ended up bouncing, and I haven't really done a whole lot of Savage stuff since then. It's not that... I mean, I've been playing MMO so long that I don't think it's necessarily hard. It's just annoying.
Look over there. She's because she's
Okay.
acting as if she's talking and laughing with somebody else. What? I mean, so is this an
Yeah.
invisible friend who hangs
Good
out
vibe
with
and good
us
prog. Yeah.
Or do they just exist in your imagination? Oh,
Is this a side
so
quest?
this imaginary friend of yours. Seriously?
Yeah, if it's a side quest, I've been skipping most of this stuff.
Paimon was looking for no, because they have this.
Oh,
Okay.
Traveler. Fancy meeting you?
Don't.
Come now. For this
Okay, come on.
Dangerous.
That's right. Sadly, at least
I really don't care about the side quest stuff in this game.
So,
Especially because it's all voice acted and it all takes forever to get through, you know?
do you see him? Do you see him?
But,
so it does work.
Paimon wants to see. All right then.
but yeah, I mean, I like the Savage fights a lot. I have a really good time with it. It's just,
From the flower
and I've talked about it a lot in the streams, before.
Paimon bets she has an
It's just very annoying in Party Finder. You can find good groups, but you know, if you make a little bit of prog and then one person bounces and then it kind of cascades from there, you know, it's kind of whatever. But then the next Party Finder group you start in, it's just, you're starting fresh again. You're starting all over. You have no idea how much prog they've actually done. And we all know that the Party Finder
Heart be pure.
prog messages are not accurate.
Mind be purged. World be.
I'll hop over to my Serenity pod just because we're chatting a little bit. Here we go.
Forget that last part.
But yeah, you know, it's just you know, they say ads prog. That means they've seen it once. They're definitely not actually ads prog. So it sucks when you're not in a static, and you know, I typically try and rate at a very high level. You know, I've mentioned, you know, in most of my Talking to Red videos that I aim for 90 plus, 95 if I can do it. But it's just a lot of work, and with the time involved with it and my sanity, I've kind of stopped it. But I do try and do it at the beginning of every raid tier, because I do make those Talking to Red videos, you know. I try making Red Mage guides and that kind of thing, so if anything else, I try doing it just so the channel has some content, and we have a little bit more to watch there. And you know, they're not super hardcore raid guides or anything like that. It's just kind of going through and, you know, showing, hey, this is how I play. Maybe if you're having troubles with this certain part or this certain mechanic, or just trying to learn Red Mage or whatever, you know, maybe it'll offer some help or something. But I haven't made one in a while. I haven't even done EX3 yet, and I really need to. I heard it's really not too bad nowadays. Does this give me wood? Aw, that's kind of sad that the trees that I plant in here don't give me wood. Why are they so different? Yeah. They're trying to get into the raid scene and seeing someone, yeah. Like the raids themselves, the mechanics and everything, I really don't have a problem with a lot of that stuff. It's finding a group. But yeah, we were stuck. I mean, I think I've got most of the VODs up here. We were stuck on just the first phase of T for like 3 months. And after going through that, it's just kind of like, you know, that should be a sign. It wouldn't have been so bad if they were open to reading some guides or something like that, but they wanted to do it all blind. And I mean, I admit, at first it was a lot of fun. You know, doing an ultimate prog blind is kind of one of the fun parts about it, right? But the players just, they were, like I said, nice guys, but the skill level wasn't there. And after 3 months in Living Liquid, it was too much. And then we were having the same issues in P3S. And yeah, it just wasn't working out. You know, at a certain point, I feel like if you spent 3 months on the first minute and a half of a fight, maybe you should try watching a guide. You know? But, you know, it was one of those things, and I don't know if you've tried T or tried any of the Ultimates yet, and it was just one of those things where just something wasn't clicking. I don't know what it was. It was something really, more than anything, with the tanks. And admittedly, in T, for Living Liquid, tanks definitely have the hardest role. Living Liquid, that first 2 minutes, it's really, really tank dependent. And after that, it gets a lot easier for him from what we understand. But just the fact that we had to get through that every time just to get to the next phase, it just wasn't working out. So we ended up having some trouble with it. Yeah, they're rough. And I mean, I was a hardcore Mythic Raider in WoW for a long time too. And Ultimates are the only thing that I can compare to that. I don't know if you ever played WoW or not, but none of the Mythic fights I've done in WoW were even remotely as hard as T was, except for maybe Mythic Gorfine. That was really the only thing that I could even remotely compare to in terms of difficulty. Ultimates are hard. But at the same time, like after 3 months, you should have made a little bit more progress than we had. Yeah, we saw Limit Cut maybe twice, which is really not a whole lot for that fight. And it really sucks because the next phase has the good music, you know? And you really want the music. That's what pumps you up. Yeah, I've tried WoW, yeah, never stuck. That's fair. I don't blame you at this point. WoW and Blizzard games in general are kind of, we don't talk about them all that much on this channel, even though that's kind of where the channel got its start. You know, it is what it is. Can't really change it at this point. Yeah, we proc to the music. Yeah, especially that one, because that's where the primal version of Brute Justice pops in. Is the second phase of T, a really, really good version that they play live, and we only got to hear it like once or twice. It's like, man, that's what's waking us up, man. We gotta get to the music. I need these. This is her leveling the dandelion seeds, and they're just so annoying to find. It's like this, and you have that one plateau north of Stonegate. That's really about it. So I need to get these as much as possible, and they have like a 2-day respawn. Really annoying. Yeah, all of the music for T is really good. It's all the Alexander music, but it's all the primal version. I don't know if you've ever seen the primals do their stuff live. They're a lot of fun. For Rise, I don't know if you did any of the Alexander chain. Have you actually done the Alexander raid yet from Heavensward? Get some of this. Am I out of dandelion seeds already? Was that it? Did I get a paltry 7 seeds out of all of that? Really grind for levels. Yeah, I've done all those raids, yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen the primals do Rise live. It is a lot of fun, because they actually, the band does the time stop live, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, almost all the raids minus the ultimates. That's fair. I've thought about maybe hopping into UCOB or something like that, because since those are, you know, apparently a lot easier now. But just never got around to it. Don't want to deal with don't want to deal with the party finder. Yeah, I mean, they've got like the official music videos and stuff, them performing like stuff like Rise live. You know, if you get a chance, go and watch them, because they definitely do the time stop live, and it's really cool. Let's see, what do I want to do? Maybe I should go focus on some leveling materials for a little bit. I've been trying to focus on John Ling, because I think, from what I understand, she's like the most OP out of all of the characters I actually do have. Is it not up right now? Yeah, her Regisvine might not be up right. So, oh no, there it is. Regisvines, they used to scare me so much, and they're so easy nowadays. Like with Jean, just healing, and like they don't, even at level 63 or whatever, they don't really do a whole lot of damage. Thinking that if you decide to do some stuff, yeah, for sure. Like I said, I'm a sweaty sweaty gold parser, so I'm always looking for hardcore stuff. It's just yeah, I hate doing party finder stuff. But yeah, like I said, I'm on Crystal, but once data center travel opens, like I'm always game for stuff. Let's see, how do I want to approach this? Ooh, Chongyun's got his ability up. Just gotta, there we go. Let's go ahead and get to it, shall we? Oh, sorry. Starts wanting to hold one of your messages for review. I'll turn it off here in a second. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, get off me. Get everyone healed up here. Yeah, going from one to the other. That's how it's done, man. And I haven't done it in a while. If I do anything next, I really do need to hop into just EX3 and just get that out of the way. Farm a little bit. Yeah. I don't. I like YouTube more than Twitch, but some of it's some of the way it handles chat is just weird. But yeah, I'm totally game for it. I like that kind of stuff. I just get very worn out by Party Finder very easily. Let's see. What data center are you on? That's the one thing I don't like about this game is the aim system is so jank. It's so jank. Come on. That's not what I want to hit. I want to hit its eye. Come on. Like, I'm missing so many opportunities because it's not wanting to do it. Ah, come on. There we go. Oh, you're on Mateus? Oh, that makes it super easy then. Yeah, then you definitely know. You definitely know it. Crystal's a whole other thing. But the weird part is with Crystal, like, it doesn't have as many listings in Party Finder. You know, obviously hardcore rating isn't quite as big as it is on Primal or Aether. But like, the weird part is, you know, I have alts on Primal because that's where my big FC and Discord buddies are. The actual quality of raiders, I feel like, is actually higher on Crystal than it is on some of the other data centers. Like, yeah, they have more listings and whatnot, but man, I've seen some weird shit on Primal and Aether over the years, man, that I don't see on Crystal. Just absolutely weird, bonkers stuff. That just makes you go like, why? Why are they doing this? Who even gave us that idea? So yeah, I mean, Crystal definitely has its issues with Party Finder, but I feel like the actual quality is pretty decent. I tend to like my Party Finder groups once we actually get rolling. And I think it's because people on Crystal that want to raid are like specifically going out to seek it out, right? It's not just kind of like tourism. And most of the people raiding on Crystal are, you know, raiders. That's what they do. Yeah. Share naked runs for sure. You know, and the thing is, like, I try and be comfy on my streams. That's kind of my whole thing. And the nice thing is Crystal does have people like Lamatod and Kiri, who are genuinely good people and just trying to have fun and just provide, you know, a good place to learn and that kind of stuff. I haven't run into too many like super sweaty people. It happens occasionally, but not as often as it does on the other data centers. And I try and follow suit, you know. You know, like I said, my guides are more like, you know, this isn't a min-max guide, you know. I'm not big into theory crafting. I'm not big into like telling people, well, actually, you need to cast this at 0.3 seconds, and it's just not my thing. I've always hated that. I hated it in WoW. I hated it here. I'm not a big numbers guy. I'm not a big peak efficiency guy. Like, I just press numbers, man. Usually when I try rating and try making the guides, you know, I go from the angle of, you know, this is what's working for me and maybe it'll work for you. And if it doesn't, you know, maybe it'll at least give you some ideas. You know? Yeah, I think Crystal, just because it is such an RP heavy one and we've got kind of our own culture there, I think it helps kind of keep some of the sweatiness at bay. You know, you'll still get it here and there, and there's still a little bit of toxicity, but it's not too bad. It's just more of the concept of Party Finder that's the struggle, the starting fresh each time. That is kind of hard to deal with. Yeah, that's how guides should be, you know. At the same time, they're not like, they're very red mage centric. They're not like, well, this boss does this mechanic at this time, so be aware. They're not Mistech guides. They're not actual raid guides. They're just more like me watching a live stream of my own run and saying what I was thinking at the time. So if you want to go in learning the actual boss fight, might not be the best guides. It's more red mage. More red mage centric. Yeah, and I talk about that. You know, I don't know if you've had a chance to kind of go over my well, that happened. Whoops. Forgot easy you can take fall damage, and I guess I was out of stam, so okay. Goodbye, Gene. Yeah, I did make an RP guide, and I talk about that with the Party Finder and all of that. There we go, but finally I can put in the A-team. God, my Zhongli is so... I can see why she's pretty powerful at this point. I mean, Chongyun is pretty powerful too. I mean, he's definitely one of my tankier characters with the... Come on, stop there. He can definitely put out some damage with the broadsword, but nothing compared to Zhongli. Zhongli is just a beast at this point. Oh, cool! I'm glad you glad you're here, and I'm glad you liked it. The guides and stuff. Like I said, I need to hop into some more raids and kind of come up with some more content in terms of that. It's just you know, when I make those welcome sprout guides, it's not hard. It's hard to like make the... It's not quite as hard to make the actual script. That really doesn't take too long. It's the footage. Like the next welcome sprout that I really need to do is kind of going over all the jobs and everything. And God, I'm dreading the footage for that. I'm gonna have to go through every single alt that I've got and get a few clips and make sure the footage is good. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of work. I gotta clear out some hard drive space if I'm gonna do that again. But I think that is the next big guide video. You know, I did one on combat and setting up the UI and all that. I think the jobs are gonna be probably the next thing I have to make. There we go. Teddy Bear will get it done. God, he just chews through that shield. I love Zhongli so much. She's so good for these kind of fights. Jean can get us topped off. I should probably switch over to Baidu so Jean can get healed up a bit. Yeah, don't envy me on that task. Yeah, that RP video, I was putting that off for months. Maybe go back and watch those VODs. I was probably talking about it, God, 6 months before I actually got it done. And then I ended up remembering that, like, actually I had a fair amount of footage for the footage for it before I actually started it that I completely forgot about. It ended up not being too bad, actually going through and getting it finished. Okay, let's finish this. I'm kind of done with this flower. All right. But yeah, I mean, I've got a few characters at 90. But Red Mage is definitely my best. So if we are gonna, put a party together or do some learning streams or something like that, I'm always happy to do learning streams for stuff like EX3 and stuff. Like, if viewers want to do it, then yeah, it's a lot easier to do with viewers than it is. Let me, yeah. It's a lot easier to do with viewers than trying to put up a party finder group for sure. I'm up all my jobs. Focused on 190. You main paladin, nice. Yeah, mech is my PvP main. That's a fun one. I never really leveled mech a whole lot. I think my mech is 70 right now in terms of like actual content. Yeah, I'm always game for doing leveling streams. But I do have Sage at 90 as well, and I do like Sage quite a bit, but it's definitely not as geared up as my Red Mage. My Red Mage is 592, I think, right now. And that'll definitely go up once the next patch comes out. Do my daily feature checking because I forgot to do that. I want to do that before it all rolls back over. Yeah, I'm always game to do that kind of thing, but we'll see how it goes though, because I do have the what's this? Oh, my mail. Because I do have, Final Fantasy 3 and 4 to get through. And, 3, I don't know how long that's going to take. With how much they've been improving with each one, I'm really excited to start 3, so we'll probably do that later today. And then 4, once 4 hits, pretty much from then on, it's going to be pretty hard for me to find time to, like, switch over and do other streams. It's just going to be so much to do that I want to finish. Because by the time we hit 4, 6.2 will probably be out, and I'm going to want to stream a lot of that stuff. Yeah, like 4 is really, I talked about it on stream before, but 4 is really like where Japan really started taking off on them. We always consider 6 to be like, oh, this is the big one. But for Japan, it's 4, because that's really where it's like starts showing what exactly the genre could do, Maybe some jade parcels wouldn't be a bad idea. Because I do need to get that leveled up. I just didn't want to get through all of my chilies, because that's her level up material. Yeah, so we can go ahead and finish them off, get the auto cook ready. But yeah, 4 is where I'm going to be really excited. 6 I have almost beaten. I've gotten to the end, near the end, Kefka's Tower and all that in 6. And I'm going to be having a lot of fun with that one. I love 6, man. It's one of my favorite games. Yeah, of course we're biased. Yeah, for the West, it's definitely usually 6 or 7 was the big ones. I'm curious about playing 7 again, because I really didn't like it all that much the first time that I played it. But that was so long ago, and the ending confused me so much, because I was like, I don't know, 14 or 15 at the time. So I'm curious to go back and play it now and kind of see it in a different light, and then hopefully maybe understand it a little bit more. So I am excited to do that one. Yeah, I do want to try making some special dishes. Yeah, 6 is one of my favorite games of all time. But if you like 6, I think if you stick with us and keep watching through all of them, I think you're really gonna like the secret game that I've got planned. It's a game I've played quite a bit, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. So we'll keep that as a secret though. That'll be the last game of the whole block. It's not Tactics. I've already had people asking about Tactics. I thought about maybe throwing Tactics on stream, and who knows, maybe I will. Maybe we can do that after I don't know, after 6 or after 7. I can't remember when it came out. I've been trying to do them chronological, but it's been so long that I'd have to look it up. I did spend a lot of time on Tactics though. Yeah. Yeah, but if you liked 6, I think you're gonna like the Secret game quite a bit. That's all I'll say about it. But it's one of my absolute favorites. It might actually be my favorite game of all time. I don't know. It's changed around so much over the years. Now that 14 is out, I think 14 and Endwalker and Shadowbringers kind of dethroned a lot of what I used to consider my favorites. But it's definitely up there. Let's go finish some of this reputation stuff. See if it's had this notice that I have a new reputation quest for like a week now, and it doesn't give me anything when I go over to talk to her. It just says new reputation quest, and I don't know what's up with it. Here we go. Yeah, I don't really know. I think Tactics would probably be after 6. Yeah, I feel like that's about right. I think that's about when it came out. Problem with Tactics is I'll have to find a good version of it through emulators, because I can't think of any official version of it that I have and could actually stream. Like, I've got a 3DS, but I don't know. I don't really know if I can get it through that or if they have a version of it. I know they had like Tactics Advanced, but I've heard Tactics Advanced is not as good. You know, I'd probably have to play an emulated version of it, so I'd have to figure all of that out. But that's a big if. I mean, it's already such a big project. I don't know if I'll have time to throw it in there. But it is one of my favorite Final Fantasies. I have beaten Tactics before, but it's also a very, very time-consuming one. Right now, my main concern is just trying to get to FF5 before the end of August. Like, that's really my main goal. You know, as much as I want to do them chronological, worst comes to worst, I might have to switch over to 5 and do that a little bit early. As much as I want to, just so I can do the 4-job fiesta for 5, because I do really want to do that, and it's for such a great cause, and it's such a big event every year. I feel like for my first time playing 5, it'd probably be the best way to experience it. So I really want to get that done before the 4-job fiesta is finished. But we'll see. We'll see how long it takes to beat 3. Part of the problem is, you know, I do pretty fast streams. Yeah, so much on the plate, and that's kind of where I'm at. And, you know, considering also throwing in, you know, just some casual streams like this in between, and obviously everything with 14. But yeah, 4-job fiesta is right now the main goal more than anything. But I am very excited for basically 4 through 12. I think we'll be going pretty hard. I think that's going to be a pretty wild ride. I'm very excited for it. I mean, those are all the heavy hitters. I played probably, I guess, a third of 9. I got up to like one of the first big twists. So 4-job fiesta, and you can go to 4jobfiesta.com, and every year they do this for charity. Usually it's the Let's Play Foundation. I think this year it's Planned Parenthood. But it's a system where you sign up through the site, and then like you tweet their bot or whatever, and you have to play through all of Final Fantasy V using randomly assigned jobs from each crystal. And those are the only ones you can use through the entire game. So like I really lucked out, apparently. I haven't played a whole lot of 5, but apparently I really lucked out because my first job is White Mage. So, you know, up through, I guess, the Wind Crystal, I can have a White Mage and, you know, a bunch of like the basic job, or I can have 4 White Mages, or I can have 2 White Mages or whatever. And then, you know, once I get to the Fire Crystal, it unlocks the next job. So if that ends up being, you know, a black mage or whatever, I can have 2 white mages and 2 black mages, or 3 black mages and 1 white mage. But I can only use those jobs through the whole playthrough.
Decide whether piracy
And
is better with salt
there's a
or
whole lot
pepper.
of different ways you can change up and randomize how it assigns you the jobs. Like you can do I don't know if you can still do it, but you could do a chance to get 4 barbarians, which was apparently like the absolute hardest way to beat Final Fantasy V. But the cool thing with it is like if people do beat it and they screen cap their victory screen with all 4 barbarians, like that donates even more to whatever charity for that year. They do it every year starting like June, July-ish, and it's a lot of fun. There's a couple like triggers you can use to like use rods. You can either use breakable rods or not. It's got a whole list you can go through, but yeah, it's just forgeopfiesta.com, and you can still sign up for it if you just want to like play along at home. But yeah, if you do beat the game and you show your victory screen, they donate a little bit. It's a lot of fun, and I've always wanted to do it. I've gotten through the first crystal before, and then for whatever reason I just get distracted and end up doing something else. But yeah, it's a cool ride. But it ends August 31st, so I have to finish it, screen cap my victory screen, and tweet it by then. Which is going to be pushing it quite a bit. My big problem more than anything else is just that I need to stream longer than like an hour and a half. That tends to be about my average for most of my like early morning streams. But I think we can do it if I just really bear down and actually do some long streams, you know? Yeah, from what I played of it, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed what I did play of it. And that's the weird thing is I've played bits and pieces of so many of them. And I've never beaten most of them. You know, I've gotten to 6 is the closest that I've come close to beating, but haven't. Like I said, I got to Kefka's Tower, and then my other 2 teams were just definitely not as powerful as my main team. So I end up burning out in the dinosaur forest, as you know, as tends to happen. 7 I have beaten, 10 I have beaten, and that's really about it. I think those are the only 2 that I've actually gone through. I'm excited for 10 too. I hear it's a pretty, yeah, it's very different, but kind of a fun, just kind of goofy, wild ride. So I'm excited about that one. Curious about Lightning Returns, because it seems like people that really hated 13 and 13.2 finally started to come around during Lightning Returns, and it follows a little bit more of a classic formula or something. I'm curious about that. Yeah, some of the later ones I'm kind of concerned about as far as streaming. Like 15 has some copyrighted music. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to do that. We'll see. 15 I got up through Leviathan and ended up deciding to go ahead and put that down for a little bit just so we could stream it. But I really liked it from what I played. The story's confusing as hell, and I can see the complaints with it, but the actual like road trip stuff was a lot of fun, just going around, you know, buddy comedy act. I had a lot of fun with that stuff. But yeah, so I'm kind of curious how some of the later stuff is going to go. Yeah, I'm kind of worried. Thankfully, I don't think Yoshi is going to be doing a lot of that kind of stuff for 16 with the copyrighted music and the streamer controls. He's so good about his stuff like that. Yeah, you need to, and that's, you could definitely tell from what I played in 15. Like, you know, General would come on screen and it's like everyone in the cast knew who he was, and I'm just like, okay, who's this guy? But thankfully Yoshi, I think he'll be a little bit better, you know, being amenable to streamers and whatnot. So I'm excited for 16. I just hope it doesn't take them 3 years to port it over to PC since I don't have a PlayStation 5. Man, I don't know. They say don't roll on the banner if you're not interested in the main character, but God knows when the next time a banner with an Earth character is going to come through. And Earth is really what I need. They just got done with the Elan, so I don't really have a way to get her again. Is Elan in the 5-star yet? I don't think so. No. Yeah. I guess I'll just have to wait for her to come around again. I really wanted her to, because apparently she's pretty powerful. I was just thinking about doing a 10 roll now that I've got 10, but I think I'll save it for the next banner. It's only a couple weeks,
Is there time for a quick
you know.
snack? I'll whip one up
It's I'll wait for a character that I actually want.
race you.
See if I can craft some of this stuff though. Yeah, because I do need one of these. Do I get any bonuses? I don't have any bonuses ready. I think I needed some manacles. Confirm. Can I make any green manacles? I think that's what I needed next for some of these ascension materials. I know I need a couple of these. I'm going to make all of them just in case. I don't need the basic ones anymore at this point. They're so easy to find. I'm not concerned with them. Yeah. Yeah, 3 I think is going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, we'll probably do that later today or tomorrow. Kind of depends on what you consider. It's like 2 a.m. here, so it's kind of a weird time. Manacles, I think I needed to keep the green ones. Let me see here. What do I need? Okay, so I need one of those. A fragile bone shard. Okay. Ooh, can I go do that domain today? Is it considered Wednesday yet? No. I guess that doesn't roll over until another 2.5 hours. Can I enhance any of these others? This I don't even know if it's worth enhancing. It's just like, it's what I had. I didn't really have a whole lot else to give her. Do I have anything better at this point? I don't think so. A flute, maybe? Got that on the OC Do Not Steal. Yeah, I'm kind of lacking swords. I've got so many broadswords that I've just like kind of shoveled them into Chongyun and Baido. There you go. But I like hers. Hers is nice. I don't even remember how I got that. It's just like, okay, here's your legendary. Okay, so I guess I do need some blue manacles. Any of these that are good on Tuesdays? Anything I can get on Tuesdays? No. Yeah, I'm just kind of out of luck until 3 o'clock. I think I can maybe make a fragile bone shard. Can I alchemy that? Doesn't look like it. I need the green ones, not the blue. I don't want to waste a whole lot here. All right. But yeah, so yeah, keep an eye out for that. I think I'll probably head out and get some food at this point and just kind of wind down for the evening, watch some anime or something. But yeah, thanks a ton for hopping in and just kind of hanging out. But yeah, the FF3 stream, I think once I start doing that, we'll do yeah, just kind of there. But yeah, I think once we start FF3, I'll be doing longer streams. I don't know if I'll be doing those massive Corona 6-7 hour streams. I'm not quite that. Maybe if I was a VTuber, I could actually do the 6-7 hour streams. But yeah, they will be longer. I think we'll just get now that the stories and you can see kind of how the series is progressing a little bit, they'll be ramping up quite a bit, and yeah, I want to spend some time with them and really sit down and enjoy them. First 2 were kind of whatever, just because the stories were so basic, but we're starting to get to the point where they're really kind of learning what they're doing, and I'm excited for it. I think after 3, I think I'll break it up by console. I'll do kind of a retrospective of the games that I played since then, just to give my thoughts on them, since they were my first time playing through most of these. So yeah, I'll probably break it up by console. So after FF3, we'll probably do a nice retrospective stream. But yeah, I got to make the thumbnail and stuff, but I'll probably put up the waiting room for the live letter watch along here pretty soon. You just go ahead and get that on the schedule as soon as possible. But that is definitely going to be something that, even if I have to set up my alarm for it, we'll be doing that. But yeah, thanks a ton for hopping in and enjoying me, you know, enjoying the stream overnight. Hope you had fun, and you know, we got a lot on the slate coming up. Not a whole lot this week, but after this week, I think it's going to start getting really busy. But I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, whatever it happens to be. And you know, if you're watching this on the VOD, you know, thanks a ton for checking me out. Make sure and follow the Twitter and subscribe and all that. Whatever you do to get your notifications, and we'll be back next time. But you guys have a good night, and thanks for coming along.